Hello, so welcome to our today's tutorial on ArcGIS. In our today's tutorial, we will be showing you how to visually represent some data, and this we will show you in three different ways. First of one is using very simple icon just from the symbology layer, and then using interpolation method, and then using contour lines. So first see what is our project is. This is analysis of manganese concentration for groundwater in Bangladesh. For this project you will be given something like area of interest for whole Bangladesh country, and all the thana, that means it's like county, all the thana of Bangladesh and all the union headquarters. This it's more segregated version of the county, and then there are data for manganese for only 307 union out of 4,556. Then with this data we have to do is we have to join the tabular data with the union headquarters. That means we have to join the layer D with the layer 3, which is BD union. Then we have to generate minimum, maximum, average and standard deviation of the concentration of manganese on groundwater for Dhaka, Chittagong, Khulna and Rajshahi district, and then we will show the district wise status of manganese concentration over Bangladesh with at least three different ways of geographical representation. The three different ways is mentioned before. Okay, let's see. So this is our 4 layer. First of all is BD union headquarters. You know there are lots of headquarters, and then is the area of interest, which is the whole Bangladesh, and then there is the thana boundary. If I can hide you, this is the thana boundary, and then there is the tabular data, which is the concentration of manganese for some of the unions. Okay, let's open it, and you can see there are some data. There are 307 data, and also in the union headquarter there are about a lot 4,556 data. So how can you I know which one is here and which one is not. If you go into manganese, you can see there is a F key, and in BD union there is a P key. We have to, what we have to do is we have to add, merge P key with F key. So let's do that. Right click on BD union, and then go to join and relate, and go to join, and then in this layer select P key, and in the manganese in selected upazila select this F key, and then you can see there is keep all records and keep only matching record. If you keep all record, then you know there are some empty place for some of the unions which are not in my list. If I keep all record, then all the data will be there, but I want to keep the only those which is matching. Okay, then select it and then press OK. Now if you go to attribute table, you can see there are not the lots of data, there are very few data now, and there is a new layer which is manganese limit. So now this has been done. Now I have to show in which area how much manganese is there. Okay, in the simplest way, right click on it, and go to before that let's change the symbol. Make the symbol a bit large, and then make it big. Okay, as you can see there are so many tiles we can see, and now right click on it and go to properties and then symbology, and then from the symbology you can see there are quantity. In quantity, in the value field you can set the manganese layer. So I'm setting manganese layer, and then you can either classify it more or you can make it less classified. You can see, let's use only 3 classification and then press OK. And now you can see there is also a color ramp. If you use white to black, then the white color will be for very low amount of manganese, and the black will be very high amount of manganese, and then press OK. Okay, now we have to change the symbol again. If you not change the symbol, then also you can see, as you can see, there are some white layers and there are some black layers. Just make it bigger, also make bigger for all the other layers. So now you can clearly see where is the manganese level and in which level. So this is one of those methods. So we have shown you how to represent the data according to the magnitude of manganese level. So what is our second question? Actually we showed you the third question first, but what is the second question? Second question was generate minimum, maximum, average and standard deviation of the concentration of manganese on groundwater for Dhaka, Chittagong, Khulna and Rajshahi district. So out of 64 district we need only 4 district to manage. So just right click on this. When we have everything done, just right click on it, go to properties and go to definition query. In definition query I have already written this, clearing it. Go to district name, double click on district name and then set a equal and then get unique values, and then out of all this select just the one you need. In my case this is Dhaka, but I don't need only Dhaka, I need all 3 others, which is Dhaka, Khulna and Chittagong and Rajshahi. So you add sentences like this with or. So just type or you can just click here and give or, then you do this entirely. As you can see, just or between these 3 or, and then when you press OK you will get, you can see this is the values of Dhaka, this is the values of Rajshahi, this is of Khulna and this is of Chittagong district actually. So then when you need statistics, go to attribute table and then select the Dhaka, these are the Dhaka values, and then right click on the title and then go to statistics. In statistics you can see the count is 15, that means we have 15 values from Dhaka district, and then the minimum is, oh no, not there actually, we need the magnitude. So go to manganese and then go to statistics, and you can see there is minimum is 0.001 and the maximum is 0.461. As you can see, if I sort it, the lowest is 0.001 and the maximum is 0.461. So this is also done. That's how you can show the specific values. So now in our next step we will show you another way to represent your data. So let's go to properties and then clear everything. Okay, Now I have cleared everything. Also I have to remove the selections. I've also removed the selections, and now there is another way is to do with interpolation. To do interpolation, as you already know, in data management tools, no, this is in analysis management tools. No, this is, I guess, under special analysis tool, and then under interpolation you will get IDW. Okay, in IDW our input point features are BD union. Okay, and the Z value field, which will determine the ups and downs of the IDW, that is the magnitude of manganese. Okay, manganese in selected Opazilla Mn limit. Okay, then you don't really need to save the output raster right now. Okay, you can also select, and then let's try to cut our layer according to the BD area of interest. Let's see if you can do that, because we have not made the raster already. Okay, let's see if you can do so. Output coordinates, no. Processing extent under snap raster, you can see same as layer BDAOI. Let's select that, and then under geostatistical analysis, no, this is raster analysis, the mask select BDAOI. Okay, mask is selected BDAOI, and the cell size is cell size I don't think much necessary, and then you press OK, and then press OK again. Okay, as you can see now we have got a very beautiful Bangladesh shaped map of everything. Now you can see from this table, under the green area are meaning that the manganese value is 0.00102 to 0.186. Now if you want to visually represent it, then go to properties and go to symbology, and then you can remove so many classes. As in our previous section we showed only 3 classes, we also will be also showing you 3 classes. As you can see, now our color is very specific. Okay, so now you can see the whites are very high amount of manganese, the yellows are medium amount of manganese, and the green areas are too much. Green areas are absolutely no manganese at all, not at all, but there are some. Here you can do what, as you can see the green areas are taking so much place. So what you can do, you can make 7 classes, and then you can delete the first, then you press OK, and then you can see we have other areas also, as we have values for all the places. Now what is the difference between this one and this one? This one is telling me only the specific values of those specific points, but in IDW you have values for all the places. For each single place you have the value. So if we compare between these two, the IDW one will be better. So this is our second types of visual representation. So now This is our last representation. Actually, this representation is not very different from the second one, because this representation will be doing over the IDW. So as you can see, we already have the IDW done. So now if you go to the toolbox under spatial analysis tool, and then under surface you will see contour, press onto contour, and in your input raster give IDW BD union 7. Then in contour interval, what will be contour interval? As you can see, our values are ranging from 0.001, that is almost 0, to 1.6. So if you set the interval 0.1, there will be 16 contour lines. So you can set it 0.3, so there will be only 5 lines of 5 different values, and the base contour is always 0, and you can change that if you want to, if you don't want to keep some values under that base contour. If you want to remove those, you can set the base contour as higher, and then you press OK, and then you get this. If I hide the things, as you can see, the other areas are almost 0, and those areas which is very much concentrated, like this area, this is almost the maximum value. So I have shown you the 3 way to represent our data, and now this is your decision that how you choose, because it's all times it will be different on which types of work are you doing. So thank you, this is all for today.